What's going on, guys? Messi here and welcome to a brand new video and welcome to your daily dose of transfer gossip. And today is Tuesday 22nd of January, got confirmed deals to go through as well as the rumours. So just before we get started, if you could show your support by leaving a like rating, that'd be absolutely awesome, greatly appreciated. If you're new to my channel, press that subscribe button for more and press the bell notifications next to it so never miss a video. My previous video will be down below in the description box, and current schedule every day at 8 AM UK time is a new transfer video. And finally, in the comment section below, what has been the biggest surprise transfer you've ever seen? It could be a great player randomly making a switch, or it could be a player you wouldn't expect join a massive club. Right then, let's jump into the very first player of the day, and it's going to be Carlos Salcedo joining Tigres in Mexico. It's from Frankfurt in the Bundesliga at an undisclosed fee. A left back called Wilson Manafia has joined FC Porto from Portimonense, and again it's an undisclosed fee. And next up we have a player you may recognise if you've watched Premier League football for a while, or you're a Spurs fan or Wigan fan, that's Pascal Chimbonda. He hasn't been on FIFA since like FIFA 11, so a long time ago, and the last time he was on head-to-head was back on FIFA 15. But yesterday he joined a team called Ashton Town, a non-league English club, on a 1-month deal. Now I know he won't be added to FIFA Ultimate Team, but it's still a cool one to look at because he used to play in the Premier League. And next up we have got Yannick Bolasie, and now he's returned to Everton from Aston Villa because the player himself has exercised an option in the loan deal to cut it short. He was supposed to be there for the whole season, and the thing I don't really understand about it is that Everton did have an option to recall him, but they decided against it. And that's because according to various different sources, he's not in Marco Silva's plans whatsoever. And by the looks of it, Aston Villa also tried to cut the deal short because of his wages of £70,000 per week. Now you would imagine that because he's come back early and Everton don't want to keep him, he's probably got a transfer in the works already. And next up we have got Ashley Cole, and the former England left back has now joined Derby County, Frank Lampard's current team, on a free transfer until the end of the season. Now for FIFA Ultimate Team purposes, of course the silver card's very unusable right now, but if he was to get a flashback card, he wouldn't be too bad. But then again, I'd rather him have an LA Galaxy flashback card for that link to Ibrahimovic. And now we have got a very surprising confirmed transfer. So KEVIN-PRINCE BOATENG has now joined Barcelona. It's from Sassuolo in the Serie A, and it's a loan deal for the rest of the season with an option to buy for €8 million. And it was public that Barca were trying to sign a backup striker to Luis Suarez, and I know on FIFA Ultimate Team his card is actually a centre midfielder, and that's where he has been playing this season, but I think it was last year, as in the Bundesliga, he was playing as a striker then. Now it might not have been too surprised if his transfer happened say in 2011-2012, where he's playing for AC Milan at a very high level, but again nowadays it just seems quite odd. And now we've gone to the very first rumour of the day. So according to the Daily Star, they said Manchester United could join Liverpool in the race to sign Benfica's Portuguese under-21 midfielder, João Felix. There were reports suggesting Liverpool bid £62 million for him, but it was rejected. And I mentioned yesterday, do I believe that? I'm not too convinced. And next up, according to the London Evening Standard, they're saying West Ham have told forward Marko Arnautovic that he will be allowed to leave in the summer, but they will not sell him in January. That's even if the Austrian refuses to play. Now he didn't play for West Ham in the last game because Pellegrini came out and said that Arnautovic is not in the right frame of mind to play. Whereas from now on going forward, will he refuse to play? We'll have to wait and see. And now playing to West Ham according to Calcio Mercato is Duvan Zapata, and apparently West Ham have had a €40 million bid or £35 million rejected by Atalanta. West Ham have been linked to Piontek, Belotti and Edin Dzeko so far this January, and Zapata potentially could come in, but it looks unlikely now because of Arnautovic staying. L'Equipe in France are saying Marseille are confident of wrapping up the signing of Mario Balotelli in the next few days. The Italy international came close to joining Marseille from Nice before the season started, but the move broke down. The two parties have maintained contact since then, and now progress is being made. There were some issues about Marseille not being able to pay Balotelli's wages, but now it seems they're confident of doing so as demands have been met. Now this article doesn't mention a transfer fee, but I did read somewhere else it could be a free transfer. Milliyet.com in Turkey are saying Fenerbahce are close to signing Victor Moses from Chelsea. The 28-year-old has been out of favour at Stamford Bridge since Mauricio Sarri took charge, and the Istanbul side are ready to make a move. The Mail on Sunday are saying Liverpool have sent scouts to watch Schalke midfielder Weston McKennie as they prepare a £20 million bid for the midfielder. This has been mentioned by a fair few different outlets, but so far of what I've seen, no reliable Liverpool journalist has mentioned it. Chelsea striker Alvaro Morata is expected to join Atletico Madrid on loan for the rest of the season, and is also an option to buy there for the club, according to Sky Sports News. And Fabrizio Romano has said the same thing, a 6-month loan deal, and the option to buy in the summer is €50 million. Sky Italy are saying AC Milan and Genoa will meet today to finalise the transfer of Christoph Piontek, the fee will be in the region of £31 million plus additional bonuses. And that converts to around €35 million, and for Chelsea fans it's good news because now it means Higuain, he can finally join the club. But a player potentially leaving Chelsea now, according to various different sources, is HUDSON-ODOI. He's set to reject Chelsea's new offer of £85,000 a week for a new contract. Bayern Munich have made 4 bids for the player so far, and the fourth was £35 million. The player wants to join Bayern, and his current Chelsea contract runs out in 18 months, and so Chelsea could be forced to sell. And as I've mentioned over and over again, it's the whole Jadon Sancho effect. He made the move from City to go to Borussia Dortmund, and it's paid off massively. And for the England national team it could be great because a lot of different players are going abroad now, and it means they could develop better and get more opportunities. And it also means they learn a different style of football because if they're playing for like a reserve team in England, the level of football is nowhere near where it would be if they had to go to the Bundesliga, for example. And next up, according to Sport, they're saying Paris Saint-Germain are doing all they can to land Frankie de Jong from Ajax. The Ligue 1 giants have flown both Antero Henrique and Maxwell to Amsterdam. That's to meet representatives of both the player and the club. Barca have also made a similar move, attempting to convince the player to choose Spain over France. Man City are also linked to him, but as of right now, it seems a bit of a two-horse race between Barca and PSG. The transfer will probably cost about €75 million, but overall, you get a world-class talent. And now we have a very interesting one according to AS in Spain. They're saying Marcelo is being forced to consider a move to Juventus following the strong form of Sergio Reguilon. Sorry if I said his name wrong by the way, they go on to say the Brazilian has been left on the bench for the last 2 La Liga matches, as his form had been declining up to that point. And Cristiano Ronaldo is keen for his former teammate to follow in his footsteps and join him in Italy. Now the upcoming summer transfer window could be huge for Real Madrid, because as of right now they're very far off the pace of like Barcelona and stuff, and they could be losing some key players such as Marcelo or Luka Modric. Both those two players have been linked to moves to Italy, to Juventus and also Inter Milan. So the rebuild for Real Madrid, they're expected to bring in Hazard, Eriksen and probably a couple of others. And next up, a very short one according to Sky Italia, they're saying Juventus are interested in signing Real Madrid midfielder Isco and Lille midfielder Tanguy Ndombele. I did mention Ndombele yesterday, and now for Isco, it does seem he'll be leaving this summer. I know he's not played too much football this season, but I still believe he's a world-class player and it'd be a massive loss to Real Madrid. And next up, according to Sky Sports, they're saying Celta Vigo are in talks with Southampton over a deal to sign centre-back Wesley Hood. They haven't mentioned a fee, but you would imagine next couple of days or so we'll get a lot more information. But that, guys, is going to be it for this video. So as always, if you enjoyed it and enjoy transfers, make sure to show support by leaving a like rating. That'd be absolutely awesome and greatly appreciated. If you're new to my channel, press that subscribe button for more and press the bell notifications next to it so never miss an upload. My previous video will be down below in the description box, and current schedule every day at 8 AM UK time is a new transfer video. And finally, in the comment section below, what has been the most surprising transfer you've ever seen? Note it down below. So thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.